George, let's get Doctor Who out of the way.
Oh, we're gonna go for that right away.
Well, we're gonna go for that. We're just gonna do it up top. Okay. I have not seen the entirety of the new season, but we are just gonna talk. We're not gonna talk about the whole season. We're not gonna talk about individual episodes because I haven't seen any of them. We're just gonna be talking about the ending, the big twist at the end, what is going to happen going forward, and maybe some fun fan theories. So, if you haven't seen the latest episode of Doctor Who, this is your chance. Come back in about 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15 if we stretch it. Cool? Earmuffs until then. Because we're going to be saying a big spoiler for Doctor Who. A big spoiler that nobody saw coming. Like, remarkable. That's pretty impressive.
There's at least two big spoilers, but there's the one big spoiler.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know both. So we're gonna. That was your opportunity. So the first big spoiler is the 13th Doctor came back, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, Jodie Whittaker. I did not see that coming.
I know. It was a really sweet scene. I loved Jodie Gatwa doing the David Tennant. What?
Yeah, right.
He nailed it. They both did. It was great. I was like, that's fantastic, and that's
yeah.
And I think that those doctors should be allowed to do that. Just come in, do one scene. They don't have to commit to a whole episode.
Yeah,
she just put on a wig and a version of the costume and came back for one day. Like that's fun.
Certainly in the circumstances of what he was doing, it worked. It made sense.
It called back to that Children in Need special where David Tennant got to team up with or got to meet the 6th, 7th Doctor, or whatever. Like that was a fun little reference. But the big news, Jordan, is obviously Gatwa's out. He is regenerated out. He's gone. He's dead. Well, maybe he's dead. Maybe he's not.
The thing is that the way that they treat regenerations in this season, he's not dead. He lives on inside the Doctor.
Yeah,
they've kind of set up it just. Generally with his run that the Doctors live in this special place inside him that was in the season 1 right where it was all on the inside and stuff.
That comes from the end of the Jodie Whittaker run where she went there when she regenerated into the Master Doctor or whatever.
Yeah, so they all exist inside is the point. And so he's only kind of dead. I mean, he exists out there in time somewhere. All the Doctors do.
I mean, they do technically.
They're time traveling, so technically they all exist concurrently.
But the biggest twist of all, the Doctor regenerates, and who does he regenerate into? But Billie Piper. And for those who don't know who Billie Piper is, Billie Piper famously played Rose Tyler. And let me finish the line of thought. Is the 16th Doctor Billie Piper? Who knows?
Well, I mean, we know that the 16th is. Whether or not she stays in that form or turns into something else is up for air. But no, she very much regenerated into Billie Piper.
Well, she regenerated into Billie Piper, but there's a lot of theories that people have pointed out. Number one, that he is tapping into the time vortex energy, and that maybe he has pulled her out of it, the bad wolf out of it. And number two, in the credits, she's not credited as the Doctor. She's just credited as introducing Billie Piper. So her whatever she is a mystery. I heard one theory, because Russell T Davies has said that he will explain by generation. He has every intention of explaining it. So the one theory I heard is that she is either Rose Tyler or some sort of Rose Tyler sort of variation or whatever, or represents some part of the Doctor, and that she will merge with David Tennant, and they will go back to just being one Doctor, and it will officially end by generation.
One thing that's interesting about and this was something I kind of thought of earlier, about this regeneration, and maybe I don't know all the past Doctors, so I can't, but I'm talking New Who. This is the first time that the Doctor has actively chosen to regenerate in New Who. I can't speak for the past Who. In every other circumstances, he died.
Yeah, I mean,
or was dying, or got hurt.
I suppose my response to that would be what you consider making a choice. I mean, technically speaking,
well, he didn't. In all of those circumstances, he didn't have a choice. David Tennant, he had radiation poisoning. He had to regenerate.
Technically speaking, Matt Smith died of old age, so he technically died of old age.
That's still dying.
I mean, he chose to die of old age.
That's
so
still him not having a choice and he couldn't regenerate.
Only right,
he didn't have a choice. I'm saying this is and then Jodie Whittaker had to regenerate. This is the first time, like, he goes.
Also, technically, Peter Capaldi chose to regenerate.
I don't know how much you know about the ending of it, but he chooses to go and do it so that he can change a thing.
Yeah, so he can bump reality 1%, which is also why I'm hoping it's not just like they pulled Rose Tyler from her alternate dimension or whatever, and it's just Rose Tyler, because that'd be kind of dull. I mean, it
also wouldn't make sense, because at that point, what happened to the Doctor?
Right. Well, that's apparently that's a theory. That's what people think is that they haven't actually revealed who the actual 16th Doctor is, and they swapped or something, and that's where I'm like, maybe Ncuti Gatwa isn't actually dead. Maybe he will come back. Like, they haven't actually said whether or not she's the Doctor or not. So maybe he will come back for a third season, because they usually do 3 seasons, and he only did 2. But he's making it seem pretty final. So
he's the second shortest Doctor, apparently.
Yes, after what's his face? The first one, the 8th one. He only did 1 season.
Not the 9th
one. Technically, the shortest one's the 8th one, because he only did a movie.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna go that route, then technically, I think I said this the other day. Technically, the War Doctor is also the shortest.
True. Or even if the Fugitive Doctor, even shorter.
So, I mean, it really depends on what you consider.
Yeah, I could believe though, because it being like the David Tennant come. It just, if you're gonna bring back Billie Piper, why would you not bring back David Tennant? Even though they've insisted he's never coming back, I don't believe that. I've never believed that. Why would you bring back Billie Piper and not David Tennant? That just. Especially when he's hanging out there in the universe. Why would you not?
My theory is that the reason why it's Billie Piper, I don't know what the in-story universe is going to be, but the out-of-story, if you will, reason is because, the way he's going to address the bi-generation is David Tennant and Billie Piper are going to have to come back together and either go on one adventure, like one last adventure where by the end of it they fuse back together.
I think that's what's going to happen. I completely believe that theory. I think what'll happen is David Tennant and Billie Piper will finally kiss, because that's what Doctor Who fans, or at least that's what Russell T Davies thinks Doctor Who fans want, and they'll merge back into one being, and that one being will be the 16th Doctor, and that will be the end of bi-generation, because bi-generation is too messy. It's too messy of a concept to keep around. I suspect he will end it.
Yeah,
and it just have, especially with this one where it's like, it's just a regular regeneration, because it doesn't. So. And also just it takes away David Tennant being out there in the universe and those questions of him being like, why didn't he come help? What happened to him? Like, you no longer are asking those questions, because he's gone. Like, I think he'll finally go. But also
that's my out of universe. I don't know what the story what the story reasons for it will be, but just from a meta, I know how TV and all that works. That's the direction I see it going. Also, another theory I have is that when the 14th Doctor first bi-generated, the 15th Doctor remembers it because he mentions it to the 13th Doctor. That's why he doesn't seem surprised. What? Sorry, what?
The 13th Doctor, when she shows up in the episode, he says to her, "I can't bi-generate this time," and she's like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Forget I said that." My theory is that she remembers this. Unlike other times where they've crossed streams, she remembers this, and that's why when David Tennant first bi-generates, I'm pretty sure that's functionally why she's there. Because otherwise, why her? It just seems odd. I
could believe.
I think she's there, so that when he bi-generates, that's why he knows. He remembers being her.
Remembers the term anyway.
Yeah, and that's why he's not surprised by it. He knows. As her, she now knows that the only thing that kind of doesn't make that square is obviously that David Tennant doesn't remember, but David Tennant doesn't remember anything. He's David Tennant. That's his whole bit. But yeah, no, I definitely am. I'm not one of those people who's immediately like, oh, this is desperate, because I'm always like, you know what? If it's in pursuit of taking kind of a weird swing, then I'm for it. But I definitely get why people are like, really? Like, I'm not going to discount that feeling. I definitely get it.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel. I need to see the result of it.
I need to see it.
A lot of people think it's going to be for like one Christmas special, and then they're going to resolve it pretty immediately.
Yeah, well, I think the next special will be like she goes and deals with David Tennant.
I want her to be the Doctor, though. Like, even if it's just for one special, I want her to be the Doctor. Like, just straight up. Like, not like a Clara, she thinks she's the Doctor. I want a former companion to be the Doctor for a special. And just to see what that... Like, like, what is the point of having... If it isn't the Doctor, and it is like, yeah, it's you've pulled... Because one of the justifications for it being Rose Tyler is, well, the universe is still... weak because of Mavity and all that stuff. So they're like, yeah, it's that you've pulled Rose Tyler from her adjacent universe because the universes are weak, and that's how she's able to come back into our universe. And I'm like, that's believable.
I could see it being a combination of the universe is weak and by generation has like basically screwed up regeneration, so it's not working properly, and the combination of the two pulled her across. Because
he did say that they were going to explain by generation, and they, to my knowledge, haven't yet.
And then, you could easily then at that point have it be where the Billie Piper is both Rose Tyler and the Doctor, like sharing a body.
Oh, that'd be kind of interesting. I mean, yeah, that I could believe they're going in the direction of the being bi-generated has... I fully believe that it's about them coming back together. Because, it being like, I don't want her to purely be Rose Tyler. That would be boring. Like, that just, to me, would be so boring.
Yeah.
It's way more fun if she gets to be the Doctor. Like, otherwise, what's the point?
It would just also be confusing to me, because then at that point I would be like, well, what happened to the Doctor?
Yeah. Like, I don't think... I would be shocked if she was signing on for a season. But yeah, the fact that they... All of the Doctor Who media has not called her the 16th Doctor. Like, if you look at all of their YouTube pages with the clip, they just say he regenerated, but they have not said she is the Doctor.
To be fair, when David Tennant signed on, did they give him an official number?
He's officially the 14th Doctor. Yeah.
No, but I know they did that after. But did they do that right away?
Pretty well, right away. Yeah.
Yeah, then that's intentional. That's a choice, and that's a thing
when he regenerated, it said David Tennant as the Doctor. It was the numbering that was suspect.
So then that's a choice then.
Yeah, she's the only one. She's the only one that it didn't say Billie Piper as the Doctor. So, and also
she's not the Doctor then.
Well, I mean, to be fair, a lot of people have pointed out that like the Doctor has broken the fourth wall before, but she also breaks the fourth wall like Mrs. Flood does. So yeah, I could believe it is. I'm hoping your theory is right, and she's a mashup of Rose Tyler and the Doctor. Like, she is the Doctor, but not quite the Doctor, and something has gone wonky with the regeneration. He's not regenerating properly, and it's about fixing the regeneration.
I think
that is 1,000 times more interesting.
I think it's a combination of what they're going to do is it's a combination of bi-generation being wonky and the reality being so loosey-goosey at that moment. They're very definitely going to go a route of, in that moment when he was regenerating, he was thinking of Rose Tyler, and so when he regenerated into her, and because he made a wish or whatever, because that was a thing in that episode, and they'll have some wonky reason where it'll be like it both will and won't be Rose Tyler. They'll do that. It's just like, it's like, if you're gonna bring her back, let her have the opportunity to act like David Tennant. Like, why would you not? I mean,
she seems like she's Rose, though. She's giving a very Rose, hi there! Like, that's pretty Rose-like, so... Yeah, I don't know.
I could believe that it's a body melt.
I just hope it's not like a body swap where somewhere else they're gonna reveal in the next few months that they've recast the 16th. Like, they have cast the 16th Doctor. It's somebody different, and they spoil it. Like, if there is a 16th Doctor and it's not her, and she's not sticking around for multiple seasons, then don't reveal it. Don't tell us what it is.
Yeah.
Don't do what you did with the past 3 Doctors, where we all knew who the Doctor was going into it. Like, I want to be surprised, especially if you get someone famous. Get someone famous. Like, get someone like do like an American Doctor Who. Like, just have him regenerate into an American.
No, I don't want that.
Canadian?
Personally. Canadian could be interesting. Australian.
I
want it Australian. Because not American. They've done Doctor Who Goes to America with Matt Smith. I've seen America in Doctor Who. Do some other countries.
Well, I'm more meant like
Canada or
Well, I'm more meant like let him have an American accent. Like,
yeah, I know what you meant. No, I don't want that. America gets everything.
Hey, if he could have a Scottish or Spanish, I just give him a different accent. Let a different nationality play him.
Have Pedro Pascal come in and play him. Like, that would be cool. Or like an Asian. That would be cool. Just not American.
Or have him come in and be
Japanese, and then you can have an entire season which is poking fun at like anime and like old Japanese movies.
Have him be Irish. Have him be a redhead and let him have an Irish accent.
I mean, yeah.
He's been allowed to be Scottish. Well, no, he's already been allowed to be Scottish. Both Peter Capaldi and Jodie Gatwa.
Oh yeah, that's
they
true.
play him with the Scottish accent.
Jodie Gatwa doesn't.
Yeah, he absolutely plays with the Scottish accent. That's his Scottish accent. It's a pretty. Hey there, everybody. Endcard Justin here again. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think about this surprise regeneration from Doctor Who and really the franchise going forward? Are you one of those, this is a big desperate ploy people, or are you passively interested like me? Let me know down in the comments. But in the meantime, if you would like to see the full video that this full podcast that this video is from, you click the box on the left, or if you want to see a random video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy, you click the box on the right. If you want to stick around, we have videos coming out every single day, sometimes 2 videos a day if I have enough footage. And if you could leave this video a like, that would help us out a ton. See you all in the next video, everybody. Have a good day.